Hello everyone, I welcome you all to GIPL Software Talk. My name is Bhargavi Kadia and I am working with GIPL as a software engineer. Today's video will help you learn authentication in ASP.NET, especially Windows authentication. But before we start, let's take a quick look at today's agenda. First of all, we will see what is authentication in ASP.NET. Next, we'll discuss various types of authentication. Furthermore, we'll specifically talk about different types of Windows authentication. And once we will get clear idea about it, I will especially explain the integrated Windows authentication mode along with its example. So stay connected with us to learn this amazing security concept of authentication in ASP.NET application. I hope that everyone is clear with the overview of the topic. So friends, before we start our topic, I would like to give some key information about GIPL. This is a government organization which provides IT and IT-enabled services to different government organizations. We provide informative videos about government software and latest technology tutorials. To get latest updates, please hit the bell icon, and in case you haven't yet subscribed our channel, please do so. Now let's resume our topic. And first understand the concept of authentication. Authentication is the process of ensuring the identity of a user. It means to allow or deny the user request. It involves accepting user credentials from the user and validating against the system. The system checks for the verification of the user is legal for the system or not. When the user requests for a specific resource, it comes to the IIS. The IIS then authenticates the user requesting the resource. First of all, let me show you the types of authentication and then we'll provide detailed information about it. First type of authentication is forms authentication. Then we'll have passport authentication and there is a Windows authentication in ASP.NET also. So when we talk about forms authentication, it provides you with a way to handle authentication using your own custom logic within an ASP.NET application. The following applies if you choose forms authentication. When a user requests a page for the application, ASP.NET checks for the presence of a special session cookie. If the cookie is present, ASP.NET assumes the user is authenticated and processes the request. If the cookie isn't available, ASP.NET redirects user to a web form you have provided. Simply you can redirect to home or login page. You can carry out whatever authentication checks you like in your form. When the user is authenticated, you indicate this to ASP.NET by setting a property which creates the special cookie to handle the subsequent request. Now the next type of authentication is passport authentication. Passport authentication lets you to use Microsoft's passport service to authenticate users of your application. If your users have signed up with Passport and you configure the authentication mode of the application to the passport authentication, all authentication duties are offloaded to the passport servers. Passport authentication uses an encrypted cookie mechanism to indicate authenticated users. If users have already signed into Passport, when they visit your site, they will be considered authenticated by ASP.NET. Otherwise, they will be redirected to the Passport servers to log in. When they are successfully logged in, they will be redirected back to your site. To use Passport authentications, you have to download the Passport Software Development Kit and install it on your server. The SDK can be found at the link displayed here and I have mentioned it in the description box also. It includes full details of implementing passport authentication in your own applications. And the last type of authentication is Windows authentication. If you go for Windows authentication for your ASP.NET application, you also have to configure authentication within IIS. Windows authentication provides 4 different methods of authentication. We will see in the next slide. Now we will talk about various types of Windows authentication. There are 4 different types of Windows authentication, which include anonymous, basic, digest, and Windows integrated authentication mode. First of all, let's talk about anonymous authentication. If you select anonymous authentications, IIS doesn't perform any authentication. Anyone is allowed to access the ASP.NET application. The next is basic authentication. If you select basic authentication, users must provide a Windows username and password to connect. However, this information is sent over the network in clear text, which makes basic authentication very much insecure over the internet. The next one is digest authentications. If you go for digest authentications, user must still provide Windows username and password to connect. The password is hashed before is sent to the network. Digest authentication requires that all users be running Internet Explorer 5 or later and that Windows accounts to store in Active Directory. And the last types of Windows authentication is integrated Windows authentication. This is very much popular for intranet. And if you choose Windows integrated authentication, passwords never cross the network. Users must still have a username and password, but the application uses either the Kerberos or challenge response protocols to authenticate the user. Windows integrated authentication requires that all users be running Internet Explorer 3.01 or later. Kerberos is a network authentication protocol. It is designed to provide strong authentication for client-server applications by using secret key cryptography. Kerberos is a solution to network security problems. It provides the tools of authentication and strong cryptography over the network to help to secure information in system across the entire enterprise. When we talk about integrated Windows authentication mode, it is the most reasonable mechanism for LAN/WAN based applications. For this authentication to work properly, both client and server must be on the same network. In fact, integrated authentication does not transmit any credential information. Instead, it coordinates with the domain server where it is logged in and gets that computer to send the authentication information to the server. It does authentication without any client interaction. When IIS asks the client to authenticate itself, the browser sends a token that represents the Windows account of the current user. Technically, this authentication incorporates two authentication mechanisms, NTLM and Kerberos. Enabling integrated authentication via IIS Manager is typically enables support for both of these two mechanisms. Now we will see the example of this integrated Windows authentication. So now to implement integrated authentication mode, we will take new project, name it test authentication. Here we will take only waveforms or we can take empty waveforms. Now we will add one waveform where we will display the information of user. Now here we have a test page where we will display the information of user. To display this information, we will take three new labels. Name it accordingly. And in the code page, we will set the values. First of all, we will display name of the user which will log in. Here we will use user method, which is the by default system method. Then we will show if the user is authenticated or not. And lastly, we will display the type of authentication with which user has logged in. Now I will build this project. And make publish of this project in the folder. Now we will configure this project, name it here. We have to enter the path of project where we have put the published folder. And the last step to implement this integrated authentication mode, we have to set authentication in this authentication tab, where we have to disable the anonymous authentication and enable the Windows authentication. And that's it. Let's run this project. Now let's try to connect the website which we have just published. So this is the prompt which requires to enter your user credentials of the current computer. I am entering the same. Now as you can see, we can have this screen which provides information about user which we have set in our project. This is the username. This shows if the user is authenticated or not, and this is the label which shows the type of integrated authentication mode, which is NTLM. Now let's check this with another computer. Let's connect to the website. Here also we will get prompt of user credential. Here we will enter the credential of this computer. So as you can see, we can get the different credential as we have entered into the new computer. So this way you can use this method in the LAN/WAN based application. We can implement this integrated authentication mode easily in our office premises. So friends, I hope this information is helpful to you. For any IT and IT enabled services, you can contact GIPL. Details are shown on the screen. If you like our video, please hit the like button and share with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe and take very good care of yourself.